So I couldn't really get a full biography because I'm just too lazy to even dig around and find the real page that she has posted. But that connection along the aviation electronic technician, immediately related to the Navy, Naval Air Station. So immediately related to the Navy. And I even questioned how the fuck I even became related to those people. And then, you know, I don't even ask anymore. It's just like the first thing I noticed in the city that when I first met it was the ESET building, and that was good enough for me to even see that there's a big ass Russian connection within San Diego. So ESET is, I think, was created by some Russian guy, and goes off to LA. So they immediately, you tell if they're important or what the role that they play, simply because they provide cybersecurity settings for the military, because they usually love that to have the regular people compete further ahead of them into like certain technology in which they have not mastered. So there's like so much of it within the commercial sector, and they just love it when like certain companies like that can like mix in with them. But the catch is that when you follow the bloodline in terms of like certain things or how it operates, you just see the machinery tied to some religious groups moving in with like certain people, and the blood that they put into this what went actually to going back to like the community college thing that I was talking about in terms of like who's attending those colleges or whatever, and it's all religious individuals. So there's like a secret deal that goes on behind the back in terms of the districts, or different groups, how they involve, or like different churches, or like things like that. And those are all like grand projects for like different things. And in the end, the minute you see this is like a high end modern company, very very high end in terms of like technology and like all that. And they probably provide support to like the entire operation of these entire bases. This is one base right here, that's another one. This right here is like an entire base right here. And then you have this base over here. And that's not even including some of the bases that they have like more outward. I think somewhere around there they have like the Osprey field, where they have like hundreds of them. There's just like an Air Force base somewhere over there, and then there's I think there's an Army base around there somewhere, and then I'm not too sure about down there. I never really seen any real military bases down there. It's all a border patrol. So because of that section right there, where they got like the Marines and like the Special Forces who operate with with all these equipment, all this deaf industry, they kind of spill over into this region right here because of the border and the operations done to it, and it's kind of like a intertwined, it's a big fucking fuck down there, in terms of things. Well, you hear from I would say it's a big bad fuck. It's just like a big good fuck in a way where it's already a fuck accepted. So you'll have people from I don't know, Kentucky, talking about as if they know what's going on down there in real time, and they're probably from the news, like Fox News, even realize that there's millions of fucking migrants kind of bum rushing the fucking border and spilling over into Otay Mesa like zombies or whatever. But that's not the case. Even during Trump time, when they were saying the borders were overflowed, they used to have caravans. I used to go down there to visit, and the borders were clean. The only traffic that you really see in the border is just people coming back in, because you got people that that operate within here, or even LA, and they come all the way down there to work in certain places, or do or live over there, as a matter of fact. And then when it's time to work, they cross over and they just spill, you just see from the traffic. I used to see it every morning from there, just to see the I-5 filled up with cars going up and cars going back down, because it's very cheap. It's I don't know. There's something funny about Mexico in terms of it having something that's attractive that Americans want to go live there versus even staying within America itself. But although like they said that this place is highly dangerous, trust me when I say there's a lot of Americans that want to go live into this region right here, other places. So like I said, like the minute I saw ESET, I already knew that there was a Russian connection there, but I didn't even question what it was. At the time, I didn't really care for it until I started questioning like, how the fuck am I even related to those people? I didn't even meet them. I never even talked to them. Also aviation technician, Naval Air Force Base connection. Let's see what we got here. In this article, same person. So she was released. All she did was just like amplify the effect. I don't know when this one was released. 17 April. So she was released. All she did was just like amplify the effect. So you could tell that she was part of a certain function, a mechanism within a certain group. And her role specifically was just simply amplify the effect on purpose, to purposely spread it to the American public or whatever. So that's not related to me, I have nothing to do with that. But those people purposely try to put my name on something. They went on to purposely get my attention. And it's just like, I don't know these people. Where the fuck did they even come from? And come to find out, they all related to the fucking Navy. All related to the fucking Navy. It's like I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck did I even end up like how? I was like, how the fuck did I even end up into the mouth or ears of people that I never met? And this is the Naval Air Station that I was talking about, where you have like the carriers, and because the jets operate on them and because they act as a base, that's very valuable in terms of warfare, because it allows you to like deploy anywhere around the world within a short notice. And those jets, they are highly capable of delivering death effectively to means and methods that a lot of nations can't even reach, because of their speed and their location. They high up in the sky where like regular weapons can't even reach them. So you need like a special weapon to be able to shoot down a jet, or even build a system to protect yourself around it. And even to this day, there's no effective system against that. So this is like one of the top predators of the entire planet, aside from like the submarines and the nuclear weapons, but simply because of that advantage that it has in the air. So in terms of looking at predators, or like at the top of the food chain in violence, the machine right there is it. So I was questioning like, how the fuck did I even get connected to Naval Air Station North Island? Like I don't work there, but I did go to a class over there, and like the people that I went to class with were all working there, while I worked at the other side. So while I worked at the other side, so I was not connected to them, or neither did I. I'm trying to find it here. So, like I said, the Navy operates here into like this island, this place right here, and down to like